Malinsky. Keep it going till he gets to the stage.
So, ladies, older and younger and otherwise, if you're dating a history geek like me, you've got competition. In my case, it is Napoleon. Clearly. If you can't tell. But with others, you got the World War II people, and with them, they're always arguing, oh, this tank is better, that tank is better. Hopefully. Then with like the Civil War buffs, well, honestly, that's just like a black hole of craziness. But neither of them do anything for me. I don't like those good versus evil conflicts. Maybe because I'm evil. That might be it. But see, I don't like being told what to think, what to feel. I like to form my own team, join my own team, root for my own team. And you can't really do that with World War II. It's a Jewish kid. It makes Axis and Allies. Or Hearts of Iron for the people who actually know how to play Paradox games. It's like, I can't do that. I can't get the full experience of conquest. But with the Napoleonic Wars, like, no, that's perfect. You can root for everybody. All the five sides, family for power, they're all a bunch of bastards. But they're all kind of compelling. Let's start with the Hungry Hexagon. The snail eaters of doom, the Germans of the 19th century. Well, until we get to the actual Germans. I am talking, of course, about the big blue blob, France. Ooh. How dare you, sir? Yes, well, it's not necessarily France, it's Napoleon, it's the guy, it's the boss. Because he's just cozy. You just want to snuggle him. Because he's like a character in like one of those great animes or kids' cartoons, like, is he good or the evil? I mean, for my kids, it was like Catra from like the new She-Ra. I don't watch that. Maybe you got some other examples. Shout them out. Guess not. Okay. Oh, but then they're like bad people who turn good. Napoleon's like a good person who turns bad, so he's kind of like, I guess, Anakin Skywalker's the obvious point. But Napoleon actually gets to be emperor. And then there's the British. Now, progressives and patriots, they cannot agree on anything except that Britain is an island of pure evil ruled by like a devil demon lord. I think that's what the Declaration of Independence says. I don't know, I haven't read in a while. But it's kind of weird because I grew up on British children's media. I grew up on Thomas the Tank Engine with Ringo Starr. Oh yeah! So like when I hear all this anti-British stuff, I'm like, no, this is not evil land. This is fairyland. This is storyland. And they got like a parliament, and you can actually understand what they're saying. But that title might go to the Russians. Huh, not a lot of reaction to that. That's cool. The thing about the Russians, you think, oh, they're so weird and primitive. It's like, well, hold on. In one way, they were ahead of their time. They dressed their troops in green. To get the British in red, the French in blue, the Russians in green. They might have seen the future of the Russians, although they might not look that far into the future, huh? And then finally we've got the Germans. And there are a lot of Germans, but here are the two big ones. In the south, you have Austria. Austria is kind of like East Switzerland. It's, where Sound of Music happened, but 200 years ago they were really big. But ladies, bigger does not mean better. Austria is like the Team Rocket of countries. They always find Napoleon, always losing. Blasting off back to Vienna. And finally there are the Prussians. Prussia, you might think is Russia with a P. I will let you make that mistake once. Because Prussia is actually really important to 100 years of European history. But not here. No, they're losers led by a loser. If Austria is Team Rocket, Prussia is Mr. Get in the Robot Shinji. Some of you might get that joke. The king guy looks like the anime kid who can't get in the robot. But here's what's really important. I was telling this to a date. She actually liked it, though. She liked the uniforms and the horses. So I decided to go a little bit deeper with tactics and strategy. I said, do you want to take on my Lancer cavalry with your infantry square? It was my romance Waterloo. Good night, everybody.